Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Athena one light medium LED lantern. This is the 131631. There's quite a few of these LED Athenas out there from Hubbardton Forge, so check them all out if you get a chance, and watch the videos on them too. Always good information there for you. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, and it's going to be 20.1 inches high, 8.9 inches square. When we talk about overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself, and you can have a range, and that range is going to start off at 26.4. It's going to go all the way to 68.4 as standard product. And to show you those fixed heights that Hubbardton Forge has available for you, there's a chart. The chart's over in the corner over there. On your page. It's also on the installations instructions page. It's also on Hubbardton Forge's site, and that's going to show you which combinations of which of these rods you're going to use to get to each of those listed heights. And those are bottom of fixture to ceiling, don't forget, okay? Hubbardton's using this system of interconnected rods. There's threading on the ends, on the inside, and then you're going to be getting a bunch of these little connectors too. So they basically just screw together really simply. You're going to be getting 3 of the 12-inch, you're going to get 1 of the 6-inch, you're going to get 1 of the 3-inch, and you just do this. Very simple, simple, simple. And not only do they go together easily, but it's a very clean look. You can barely even see a seam when these are up. So it's pretty cool. And this is going to ship with 120 inches of wire. So even before we go custom on this, if you need to go, like, I could probably get you to 115, 114 inches overall height just by ordering additional kits of these pipes. Easy to do. Drop me a quick email. If you need to go much longer than that, let's say you need this to be 200 inches overall height or something like that, or even longer. Drop me a quick email, say you're looking at the 131631, and tell me what you're looking for. Say you're looking for 240 inches overall height or something like that. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department, where it's going to come back with an answer of what we can do for you. Adds a little time and money, but we do customs every day. Let's bounce back to that installations instructions page. So it's over on that side of the screen, midway down, there's a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you technical line drawings of the canopy up on the ceiling. That canopy is a 5.5 inch square. It's about that thick. It's holding a transformer, which is going to transform your line voltage into low voltage going down through this into the module down below with those LEDs. Just goes on a standard junction box, 4-inch box, and it's not very heavy. It's 13.4 pounds, so it's not a big deal as far as weight goes. But it's good for you to look at those installations instructions, because it's going to show you how to put it together, and also detailed drawings of that canopy on the inside of the canopy too. How we put it together is we basically just put the fixture body down on a table or a counter with the wires coming out, and we put those wires through these parts one by one. So don't put them together first. Go through each piece. So you're going to go through a connector, you're going to go through a pipe and a connector and a pipe and a connector. Finally, you're going to put the wires out of the canopy. Then you are going to screw them together, and it's going to be much easier. It goes together really fast and really easy, and quality is just incredible. Okay, so that is that. Let's talk about a couple other things. Let's talk about slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees automatically. There's a knuckle on this top of the canopy there where this meets the canopy, allowing it to bend basically kind of like that. So you can go up to 45 degrees without any customization, so we cover you there. Now let's talk about what's going on inside of this as far as light goes. So you basically have a strip of LEDs that's pushing light out in all directions. It's going to be going through 2 pieces of glass. So the inner glass on this acts as a diffuser, and that's Hubbardton Forge's opal glass. That's that opaque white glass I'll talk about more in the video later on. And then covering that is a really beautiful piece of fluted clear glass. So that's on top of it. Decorative glass, but it's really, really pretty. It's used on a lot of other Hubbardton Forge fixtures too. It's going to be using 6.5 watts of electricity going into these LEDs. That's going to produce 520 lumens, which is quite a bit. It's about the equivalent of a 60-watt bulb. So that's more than what a lot of people need in certain circumstances, like stairways or hallways or things like that. The other thing, it's a 3000 Kelvin light. So when we talk about LEDs in all these videos, we talk about the color of light that exists in the LED world. And it kind of starts off at 2700 Kelvin, which is a super yellow light, kind of orange. but it also goes way over to that bluish white light, like an overcast day or hospital waiting room. That's at 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. That's not what this fixture is. This is 3,000 Kelvin. This is what we really like. What we talk about, again, in the videos, that's that light called warm white. Warm white is what we use in our showroom. It's this nice warm glow. These are 3,000 Kelvin LEDs, so that's what we like to use, and I'm glad it's used on this. It's also a dimmable fixture, so don't be worried about that. Tell your installer you're using a dimmable LED. They'll want to know that too. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video, so it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email, and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.